It is a replica of the old VIP bar that exists in Havana, in the old building of a party. VIP guest round that you celebrate. Now that would have had cocktail drinks for family members at any given moment. My name is Tomas. We're going to be talking about 3 different types of cocktail drinks that have made famous for party throughout the years. 3 of our best-selling products that we have out in the market today, and a special mention about a rum that it is now well available for you in some very few selected market areas. So let's begin first with the drinks. Cuba Libre is the most served cocktail drink in the world, but it's also one of the most simple type of drink. It is just Bacardi and Coke. It is not Bacardi and Pepsi. It is not Bacardi and RC. It is just Bacardi and Coke the way it's registered as an official Bacardi drink. But its name, Cuba Libre in Spanish terms, means free Cuba. This name was acquired after the Hispanic-American War, where a group of U.S. soldiers got together in a local bar in Havana and began mixing their fragrant refreshment, Coke, to the rum of that moment, Bacardi Gold. But after a few hours of celebrating, let's say, the higher-ranking officer, he stood up and raised his glass up in the air and he toasted. Toasted, but he said it in Spanish. He said, La vida por un Cuba Libre, which meant long life for a free Cuba. And from there on, everybody recognized Bacardi and Coke as Cuba Libre itself. But then again, our Cuban friends now refer to this as La Mentirita, the little lie. But that's a whole different story. That will be an ounce and a half of Bacardi Gold. You just fill up the tall glass up to the top with ice and Coke and a little wedge of lime. It's for those who like to squeeze their limes into their Cuba Libre drinks. The daiquiris, we all go to many bars and clubs. They do serve us all these nice frozen daiquiris. Peach, mango, strawberries, banana, you name it, they'll make them. But the original daiquiri was not frozen. Simply lime juice, sugar with Bacardi light rum. But its name, daiquiri, it came from these mines. You see, they were called the daiquiri mines. In the southern eastern part of Cuba, an American engineer named John Cox, who worked in those mines, what would he do after work? Well, he would mix his Bacardi light rum to some lime juice and sugar, and give it to his friends and co-workers who later will go to different bars and have all these bartenders recreate the same little drink for them. Until one day, one bartender did stop them and asked them for the name of the drink. Then he had none, so he asked them where they were from. They said they worked at the daiquiri mines. So the bartender suggested that whenever they return back to his bar and they want that same little drink prepared, they should order it by just saying daiquiri. And from there, he would know what to mix. But it's a very simple drink. At home, you get yourself a nice little 7-ounce cocktail glass. First thing that you do, you fill this up with ice. In your shaker, your mixers, you also put a bit of ice in it. But with 1.5 ounces of Bacardi light rum, 1.5 ounces of freshly squeezed lime juice, and 2 or 3 teaspoons of sugar. Then you shake this, but shake it well, so the sugar and the ice will begin to dissolve into the lime juice and rum to give us a nice little lemonade effect. Then we're going to stream the used ice and just pour the whole entire liquid into the cocktail glass so you can have yourselves a nice little homemade lime daiquiri. And it's just that simple. Mojito, that famous Cuban drink, consists of spearmint leaves, lime juice, sugar, Bacardi light rum and club soda. It is actually the oldest cocktail drink ever created with Bacardi. The drink itself dates back as far back as when the company itself was established in 1862. Before that, they made sort of the same type of drink, but they used a very strong flavor rum in those times. So strong it was that the drink itself even carried a pirate name to it. But after the company was established and came out with a light, clear, a better tasting rum, they did the same, mixed it later, and I do mean decades later, they renamed it Mojito. Now this is the way you guys are gonna make them at home. You get yourself a nice 10-ounce but thick glass. In it first, you put in about 10 or 12 spearmint leaves with 1.5 ounces of Bacardi light rum. Your next step, you will first match the leaves down into the rum so the essence and flavors of the spearmint gives the rum a mint taste. Then you add your lime juice to it, preferred freshly squeezed, about an ounce or an ounce and a half, 2 or 3 teaspoons of sugar. Stir all that up a bit, then fill it up to the top with ice, club soda, and stir again. That will be your mojito mix made at home. You can log on to our website, Bacardi.com. Check out those recipes with many more, which include our new flavored rums that have just come out. Now, Bacardi Superior, the light rum, is the most sold premium rum in the world, but it's also known as the most mixable one because it's the rum with the least amount of aftertaste in it, so it's going to help us to really enjoy all the flavors that are inside our cocktail drinks. Bacardi Gold, the 2-year age rum, best suited for sodas like your Bacardi Coke, Sprite, Ginger Ale, 7-Up, Pepsi's, or diet sodas. But for the more serious Bacardi drinkers, those who really like to sip on our rums, Bacardi has created 2 special type of desserts for us. We got the 8 years, 8 años, also sold in the States, Canada, Europe, Australia, and part of South America. That 8-year age rum on ice will give us a light Scotch-like taste to it first, a bit of that sweet side, because it is rum, which makes it very mixable. The 12 years Reserva Limitada. It is now available for you in very few local stores, very few selected duty-free shops. In its first 6 years of production, this rum was only sold in our gift shop. In fact, it was even once a hand-bottled rum. Yes, Bacardi in Puerto Rico did fill that up by hand, weighted, sealed, and were important, and each bottle is actually numbered on the back as it comes out of production. From there to our gift shop, for folks like yourselves right now, who have just taken time out of your lives today to come here to see what this company is all about. But how do you drink such a rum? Simply on its own, in a nice little brandy or cognac glass, without any ice, without any water. Swirl it around a bit, put your nose to it, capture the sweet and rich aroma that comes out of that rum, plus enjoy the complex flavor of a 12-year-old rum after its making. It is now available for you in very few local stores and very few selected duty-free shops. Are we clear? My name is Tomas. Has been my pleasure. Enjoy your day. Have a good one.